Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we continue the lessons by solving some more linear equations. Let's take a look at the first example that we have here. We want to solve for x, and the equation is this. So the first thing we need to do is to distribute these multiplications among the terms in the brackets. 6x minus 3 minus 3x plus 6 equals x plus 5. Now we continue to simplify these terms by finding similar terms and do the addition or subtraction. We have 6x here minus 3x. 3x, right? Minus 3 plus 6 plus 3 equals x plus 5. Okay, now we have to take this x to this side and this 3 to this side, right? And when we move something from one side of the equation to the other side, we have to change its sign. So we have 3x here. This x, when it goes to the other side, its signs will become minus. Then we have 3x minus x. That means 2x. When 3 goes to that side, its sign will become minus, right? So it will become 5 minus 3, means 2. Then here x becomes 2 divided by 2 means 1. So we solved the equation for x. Let's look at the next example. We have minus 1 over 6x plus 1 over 2 is 7. So as I mentioned before, the first thing we try to do in this type of equations is to get rid of the denominators, right? How can we get rid of this denominators here? If you look, if we multiply both sides of this equation by 6, multiply by 6. The thing that you remember is that you have to multiply both sides of the equation by a fixed number, right? If you multiply this side by 6, we have to do the same thing at the other side of the equation. Why we multiply it by 6? Because we want to get rid of these denominators. So this 6 will be simplified with this. This 6 will become 3 when it's going to be simplified with this denominator. Then we will have minus x plus 3 equals 42. Then minus x equals, I take 3 to the other side of the equation, 42 minus 3 means 39, right? So minus x is 39, then x is minus 39. Okay, let's look at the other example. Solve for y in terms of x. So we have to find y in terms of x here, right? How we can find y? You can see y has been multiplied by minus 2. Because it's been multiplied by minus 2, we can divide both sides by minus 2 to get rid of this minus 2, right? So if we divide both sides by minus 2, at this side we will have y equals minus x by minus 2 is 4. 4 by minus 2 is minus 2x. So we found y in terms of x. Next example. Here again we want to find y in terms of x, right? The first thing we can do here is to simplify this equation further. That means we can distribute this multiplication here. Then we have 3y minus 6 plus 2x is 8. This means 3y, we keep 3y here and we take everything else to the other side of the equation, equals 6 minus 2x plus 8, right? That is 6 plus 8 is 14 minus 2x. Okay, 3y equals 14 minus 2x. In order to find y, we need to divide both sides of this equation by 3. So here we will have y, here we will have 14 over 3 minus 2 over 3x. So this is y in terms of x. Now let's have a look at this last example on this page, which is asking us to find the values of x and y. So here we have two equations and two variables which are unknowns, x and y, okay? In this type of questions, a simple way of solving it is in one of the equations we find one variable in terms of the other, and then we put it in the other equation. Let's say this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. In equation number 1, 3x minus y equals 5, right? I can find y in terms of x here. If I take y to the other side of the equation and 5 to this side of the equation, I will have 3x minus 5 equals y. So we found y in terms of x. Now we can replace y in the second equation, like 3x minus 5. Okay, second equation says 2y, that means 3x minus 5 equals 3x minus 2. If we distribute this, 6x minus 6 equals 3x minus 2. If you solve this, 6x minus 3x is 3x. Equals 4, right? Because if minus 6 goes to the other side, it becomes plus 6, minus 2 is 4. So 3x is 4. From here, x is equal to 4 over 3. Now we replace x in here in order to find y, right? We have y is, then y equals 3x, 4 over 3 minus 5. That means 4 minus 5 means minus 1. So we found the values of x and y in this equation. Let's see what we have on the next page. We have more examples on this type of equations. I try not to talk much and just do it so you can see how I solve these equations. So we have both x and y. The next one. So y is 23 over 3 and x is 29 over 3. Let's look at this last example. So here I can say x equals y plus 15, right? Now replace this in the first equation. X plus y means y plus 15 plus y is 25. Then 2y equals 10, y equals 5. Then I replace it here. X is 5 plus 15 means 20. So we found both the values of x and y. Okay, let's look at this example here. Y minus 5 is 3. Y minus 5 over 3 is 6. Okay, we have to get rid of this. So we multiplied both sides of this equation by 3. So it will come 3 multiplied by this equals 6 multiplied by 3, right? So then we have y minus 5 equals 18. That means y equals 18 minus 5. That means 13, right? Easy. Say, solve y in terms of x. Look at this. How do we do this? So we have to get rid of the denominators. How do we get rid of this? We can multiply both sides of this equation by 15, right? So 15 multiplied by this will become 10x. 15 multiplied by this plus 3y equals 30. Now we want to find y in terms of x, right? 3y equals 30 minus 10x. Y equals 10 minus 10 over 3x. Okay? Next example. Solve for x, and here we have a square root, right? Okay, in order to get rid of this square root, we can do a power of 2 at both sides of these equations, right? Then we will get rid of this square root sign. So it will be x plus 1 equals 9. That means x equals 8. Okay? The next question says, determine the point of intersection of the two lines. These are the two lines. What this means is we simply need to find the solution for x and y, right? So we have y equals 3x plus 6. We can simply replace y with this in the second equation. Second equation is 1 equals 3x minus 3x plus 6. So it would be 3x minus 3x minus 6. That means 3x minus 3x minus 6. Now what we have is 1 equals minus 6. Oh my God, what does this mean? This is not right. So that means these two lines have no intersection. They don't intersect each other. Actually, they are two parallel lines. Because we found something that doesn't make sense, that means the lines don't intersect. It was an interesting example, right? Okay, we have another example here which looks a little complicated, but actually not. We follow the same rules that we have. We want to get rid of these denominators first. How do we get rid of this? We can multiply both sides by x minus 3, x minus 5, x plus 1. Okay, if we multiplied this one by this, right, we distribute it like this. If we multiply this side by this, we will have 7, so x minus 3 will go x minus 5 by x plus 1 minus 4, then x minus 3, x minus 5 goes away, so x plus 1 equals 3, x plus 1 goes away, x minus 3 by x minus 5. So here we need to do like this multiplication, x by x, x by 1, 5 by x, 5 by 1, right? 7 by x2 plus x minus 5, x2 plus x minus 5x minus 5 minus 4 by, again here, minus 4 by x2 plus x minus 3x minus 3 equals 3 by x2 minus 5x minus 3x plus 15. So here we have 7x2 plus 7x minus 35x minus 35 minus 4x2 minus 4x plus 12x plus 12 equals 3x2 minus 15x minus 9x plus 45. Now we simplify this. 7x2 minus 4x2 is 3x2. 7x minus 4x is 3x plus 12x is 15x. 15x minus 35x is minus 20x, like we did all the x's too. Minus 35 plus 12 is minus 323, right? Okay, equals 3x2 minus 24x plus 45. 3x2, we can eliminate that from both sides of the equation. Then 4x equals 45 minus 23 is 22. Here, x equals 22 over 4, or 11 over 2. It took a little bit of time, but the strategy was, I hope it was pretty clear. So here I show a little more examples here, but I'm not gonna spend any time on solving them. So here you can see we have 2 equations and 2 unknowns. As I previously explained, you can simply find x in one of these equations and then replace it in the other one. So here you can simply, first, in order to get rid of these denominators, you can multiply both sides by xy. Here again, xy. So the new equation would be 4y plus 3x equals 13xy. For the second point, the same, 5y minus 3x equals minus 31xy, right? then you can find x in one of these, or if we simply multiply, add these equations together, you can find one of the variables in terms of the others, and then continue to solve this. This equation again, the difference is we have three unknowns here: x, y, and z. So the method is the same. You can find x in one equation in terms of the two other variables and replace it in the others. It's a little long to solve, but it shouldn't be a problem. And one thing you can do here is basically multiply this by x plus y in order to get rid of this denominator. So I let you solve this, and you can submit your answers in the comments section of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something new about solving linear equations. Please subscribe to the channel, and please share this channel with your friends. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments section. I will take a look at all the questions that I receive. We'll see you in the next videos, and have a great time.